Hi everybody, my name's Tom and I'm going to start vlogging. So anyway, I basically just want to give this a go because I feel like a lot of people do, and this is actually something that I wouldn't mind actually, like I said, having a go at, because I've done a lot of things, as in like travelling and all things like that, and my previous work and everything. I just wanted to get like everybody else's to see what happens. So yeah, firstly, my name is Tom Richardson. I was born in Kent in Margate, and now I live in Dunstable. I'm 24 years old, and yeah, so basically, I just want to see how this vlogging goes. But I am that sort of person that just gives anything a try. Like I went travelling like last year, or should I say year before? Yeah, last year. Um, I went to Thailand, Australia, and South Africa, which was like the best experience. I suggest anybody who wants to do that, do it. And even if you don't go with somebody, it's always the best thing if you go by yourself, because you always will meet new people, all from all different countries, and the majority of the people are really lovely. You will come across that some aren't, so nice, but the majority is you'll find your friends. And that's what the best thing about it is. But I just wanted to really start this vlogging because to give some travel tips. It could be travel tips about my life, clothing, because I'm a very good pair. I like lots of clothes. I do have lots of clothes, but I will show you if you're interested. And then literally items that I use as well. So I'm just going to give it all a go. But definitely starting with travelling, I would suggest 100%, because I went with Gap 360, and it was at first, it was a good idea, because I remember telling my mum and saying, oh, I want to go travelling, and she didn't believe me, which most parents do. But in the end, as I said, no, really, mum, I do mean it. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. So it went over her head. And then I literally got home, because I was in Spain at the time. Got home and then started looking, and I just thought, this is the best thing. I'm really ready. At the time, I was 23 years old. I was ready. So as soon as I got home, had a look, and I think it was like 2 days after, and I said to mum, right, I'm going to start booking things. And she was like, really, you actually mean it? And I was like, well, yeah, that's what I've said all along. And I've always wanted to go travelling. And so she said, oh, I'm not very, a bit like that. But the next day she woke up and she was all fine about it, because she realised that I'm old enough to do what I want, go where I want, and it was the best thing. And I just thought, you know what, it is the best thing to do, because I'm definitely ready. And straight away I started booking things, because I was looking around, and obviously first to come across with Thailand, the Ultimate Oz Thailand, and yeah, Ultimate Oz. So I just thought, you know what, that sounds a good idea, because I wouldn't mind going to Thailand, and Thailand was for 4 weeks first, and I thought, yeah, I'm ready for that. I'd like to see Thailand. And then and then straight after Thailand with the 4 weeks, it was Australia, and Australia was about, I think, 10 months. So yeah, I think when it was just up to 10 months, I just thought, you know what, that sounds good too. And then after the Australia, I decided at the time when I was looking on the website to go to South Africa as well and do some volunteering with some animals there, because I come from a bit of an animal background, but not as in a human. But I used to work, my first animal job, I used to work at dog kennels, rehoming dog kennels, and that was my first Sunday job. So I used to do that every Sunday for 2 years, which at the time I loved. So, and I was ready to leave there, and I went straight on to, I worked at Whipsnade 2 as a seasonal contract, which was amazing. You get to work with some great people and the best animals in the world. But I started off working on the farm, which was good in itself anyway. I remember having an interview. It was only like just to see how I was, and I had 4 other people in the room with me. I thought, this is only like work experience sort of thing at first, and then straight away they said, no, you can work with us, that's fine. So I worked on the farm and then also helped out with the sea lions and like feeding the otters and cleaning the otters, which was good as well. Um, and I did that for quite a while, and then in the end I got offered seasonal contract for the summer. So I did I did there for the whole summer, which was amazing. Um, as like I said, I got to work with all these animals, which was great. And then in the end, after the seasonal contract it did end, and then they called me back a bit later on. I went back again, and that was just the best thing. And then after that, I started to volunteer again, and I worked on like the Asia section, which was like the Asian rhinos, sloth bears, everything like that, the tigers, which was just amazing as well. And like on that team, there was some great people to work with, and they did really inform you like what's going on and everything. It wasn't like you just left to it. They'll give you real big detail about it, which was just amazing. And I just think, especially that was something that I always wanted to do, and I managed to do that, which was very lucky to do all that. And then after that, after volunteering, obviously after the contract ended, that was it, unfortunately. And I then had to look for another job, but I just went into retail because I just wanted to get a lot of money together. And then literally I just went into, applied for so many jobs, and I do understand for a lot of people, looking for jobs it is tricky, because I tried like Debenhams next, everything like that, and I just got even no reply, and I think it got me down in the end. But I remember just literally applying for Boots, and this was originally the Luton High Street one, and I applied there and got an interview, and straight after the interview, it was the next day, I got a call from the store manager at the time, and he was at like 11 o'clock at night. So I was thinking, who the hell is this? So I didn't answer the phone because I thought, who would call me at 11 o'clock at night? Nobody. So I just left it. Turns out they left the voicemail. It was actually the store manager saying, I've got the job. So I called back the next day. So I called him, and then he was like, yeah, you've got the job. And he said, you're on operations. And I thought, operations? What's that? And he said, it's working with the stock, making sure the stock's on the shelves and counting and everything like that. And I was like, okay, so you good at counting? And I was like, well, yeah. And he went, excellent. He said, you got the job. So, and then literally, I think it was 2 days later or a day after, I had we went to learn everything on the Sunday. There was like a group of 15 of us, and we literally it was just till training and things like that, which was fine. And then after that, I think it's the next day actually, I started my role, and I started at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I finished at, I think it was 2:30, and it was a really good job actually, because it was around Christmas time. I started in December, so it was really good. And like I said, from even there, I met a lot of good people. And little did I know that one of them colleagues that I'd be still working with to this day, knowing her for 5 years now, so which was really good. But and I started off there. It's basically just the delivery came in. We put the delivery out first thing in the morning before the shops open at 8, and then straight after that, it literally just be all day filling up the shop, making sure counting, doing the shelf monitor and things like that. So, and making sure it was all okay. And then after that, it was just good fun. It was a good team, I must say. And the assistant manager in charge, Sue, was absolutely lovely. She was like my work mum. But yeah, that was it was an amazing experience. But when it comes to near the end of Christmas, saying that, I remember when Boxing Day came, and there was actually people banging on the shutters to come in just because they can get half price stuff. This is crazy. And then literally, my assistant manager was like, you need to all calm down, otherwise I'm not letting you in. And then they still didn't, but in the end, eventually they did. And then they all just literally ran in. And I was like, oh God, what is this about? And they're literally just grabbing anything. There's like a lady at the end of the aisle where her mum was throwing other stuff to her, and I just thought, my God. But yeah, I think after that, and then because I got kept on, they kept me on a 15-hour contract, which was perfect. And then literally straight after that, I was doing 37 hours a week because I was needed. But I think I did that for quite a few more, I think 2 months. And then after the 2 months, it just wasn't busy, nothing about it. My assistant manager, Sue, says, you know, the airport are hiring, did you want to go up there? And I said, yeah, I wouldn't mind. So I remember speaking to the manager up there, meeting at the airport, have a little chat about myself, and he said he'd like to see how I go. So I literally got, I think it was a week later, moved up to there, and then that's when I met obviously another group of people which were really nice too. And I worked at the airport for 2 months at first, and then the manager at the time didn't know that I wanted to stay, so I went back for Christmas to the high street, and I told the manager, and he was like, okay. He said, oh, I didn't know that, if you told me, I would just sorted it out. I was like, oh, well, now at least you know. And he said, yeah, that's fine. He said, I'll contact you if anything comes up. So I thought, okay, perfect. And then I think I did like a month on the high street, or maybe 2. And then literally they just said, right, we got a job for you, Tom. 37 hours a week, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock till 4:30. Are you interested? Yes. And then literally, I think it was 2 weeks after that, I moved back up the airport, and I stayed there. I think it was that first 2 years, or maybe a bit more. And then that's when, in the end, I decided it was time for me to go travelling. And that's when it was the best decision I ever made. And then, yeah, because I saved up enough money for myself to do what I wanted to do, and then did the travelling part. But what was really nice, I did manage to get my job back at Boots as well. So, yeah, it was very, very good. So I was very happy to come back after travelling and got back into it. So, and then straight away, I'm doing different times at the moment. But yeah, it's going alright. But it's the next thing to look forward to is to go travelling. So it'll be quite a while now, a very long time. But I'll save up to go travelling again. I think my next place will be America. I'd like to see America, Canada, Mexico. So that's my next, to go up the other end. But time will tell. But I just want to save up as much as possible and do this again. But literally this time I'll be vlogging on the way, which will be even more better, to give you more travel tips as well. But I will be doing a video later to show what travelling tips they are for Thailand, Australia and South Africa, and what websites and everything to go and look for. But yeah, that's basically it from me. And hopefully, like I said, I'm going to give this a go. I hope you really enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well, because that means a lot to me, and we can go from there. So thank you and bye.